AFTV, DT, I can see it by the look on your face, and everybody around there is shocked. Devastating defeat, really. You know what I mean? It was a really, really tight game. Worked so hard to get back in the game, and then I don't know, comedy of errors at the end there, and they get the winner. And even then, after that, big chance right at the end, which Aubameyang puts wide. I mean, we are out. I can't believe that we're out of this competition.
Yeah, first of all, the chance with Aubameyang, let's not blame him. If it weren't for that guy, we'd be in the relegation zone this season. So let's just put that into context. He missed a chance. It is what it is. Let's look at the overall play over the 90 minutes. Poor. Poor. I can't pick a single player that stood out. If anything, it was the substitutes that came on and done something to change the game. Torreira, Martinelli. The starting 11, the players, none of them covered.
Why do you think they were so flat today?
Tired legs. Maybe they went into it thinking that the game was already done. They got that away goal. Great result out in Greece last week. Mindset was all wrong. Just everything just went wrong. Everything. And then, like you said, a comedy of errors going into that final piece. And, Leno should have got rid of it.
I mean, why is Leno putting it out for a corner? That seemed to be their only chance of scoring throughout the game, which they did. And he's got two men outside him on the other side. I was just like, why is he putting it out for a corner? It's very poor decision making right at the end of the game.
It's panic. That's what it is, panicking. And because everyone knows how important this competition is for us because of trying to get back into the Champions League. We now only have the Premier League. Luckily it's only 7 points. But am I confident that we could turn that around? No. Because the big problem with us is that all the old frailties that we've always had will always come back to bite us in the arse. For as well as we can play for 2, 3, 4 games, the same frailties come back as to why we've been moaning and why we're in the position we're in. We know we need to sort the defence out. The line for that, the way they set up from the corner, the ball goes out, and the defensive line is just a shambles. It's organisation. It's your mentality. It's not right. It never has been. So as well as Arteta can do, he has to take some of the blame as well. For this team and the way that they set up. Has he overworked the players in recent weeks? Has he, used too many players that he shouldn't have been? Should he be rotating a little bit more? Because you've got to remember, we've been to some difficult places this season.
Players like Lacazette didn't play at the weekend, did they?
So players like him. But what I'm saying is I think that Torreira should have started tonight instead of Ceballos. Things like that, little parts. I think Maitland-Niles should have been playing ahead of Bellerin. Bellerin's been poor for weeks. He's gone backwards. And I know he's had an ACL and it's very easy to criticise, but he looks slower. His overall positioning on the pitch is not the same. There's changes that should and could have been made. The left-back position, I think our hands are tied because everyone else is injured. But there's other positions. We bought a new defender in January. We're about to go into March and he's not made a single appearance on the pitch. The reason why you buy players in January is so they can make an appearance and to help push you on for the remainder of the season. We go to Manchester United, for example. They sign Fernandes. The guy's playing. The guy's making a difference to them. We signed a centre-back and we're not using him. Why? These are the questions you've got to ask. It's not abusing players or, doing things that you shouldn't be doing. It's asking genuine questions as to why we are in this situation. What's going on? Who's taking control? And it's just not good enough. It isn't, and we know it isn't.
Well, now, listen, it's no more European competition for this season, so it's going to be all trying to have a pop at trying to get in top 4, 5, possibly, and see where we can end up.
Well, look, at the end of the season, we'll know whether this is actually been a good thing or a bad thing, because maybe not playing on a Thursday and then having to play on a Sunday and everything else might actually do us good, because our squad is thin. It's not got the quality to play every 2-3 days like we've been trying to do. You could see the tired legs against Everton. You could see the tired legs tonight. We haven't got the squad. This is not Man City. This ain't Liverpool. We haven't got that. So overall, we'll find out at the end of the season, won't we, how it actually pans out. But honestly, if we're not going to get Champions League, I don't want us to get any European football. I don't want to be in the Europa League next season. Let's regroup, start again, rebuild. because it's rotten from the top to the bottom, and it needs a whole new, everything needs readdressing. So there we go, man.